Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Iowa Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Oak Knoll Retirement Community and by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Hawkeye Baseball is on the air.
From the campus of the University of Southern California, it's time for Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Live from Dado Field in Los Angeles, Iowa wraps up its series today against the 14th-ranked USC Trojans. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm the voice of Iowa Baseball, John Leo. Final crack at USC for the weekend. The Trojans have won the first two games of this series, and so Iowa looks to avoid the sweep today in L.A. Been a tough stretch against these Los Angeles schools over the past few weeks. The Hawkeyes have battled hard, especially yesterday, but just couldn't come through on the offensive side of things, especially with runners in scoring position. Iowa was 0 for 8 yesterday, and some of the offensive struggles that we heard from Coach Sutherland in yesterday's postgame continue on for Iowa, and so the Hawkeyes will look to crack the case that is the USC Trojan pitching staff and kind of right the ship and get back on track. Iowa was really hot to start the season. The first half of the year really good, and then getting into Big Ten play, we've seen a little bit more of a roller coaster ride and dipping a little bit lately the past few weeks. And so Iowa will look to improve and break through today against USC. Iowa pitched well yesterday, held USC in check most of the game, but it was a big fourth inning for the Trojans. They hit 3 home runs in that inning and scored 4 runs. That's all the Trojans would need to win the game. The coaching staff today challenged the guys at Scout to keep fighting, keep hanging in there, keep battling, commit with conviction and confidence, something that the team has appeared to lack over the past few weeks. The guys need to bring an edge to the ballpark and get some of that belief back. Logan Rundy will start for the Hawkeyes today and is coming off of his best start of the season against Minnesota last weekend. Andrew Johnson goes for USC. Yet another solid right-handed pitcher for the Trojans. The Hawkeyes have struggled offensively for a bit now and will shake up the batting order and the lineup this afternoon. We'll see Brett White and Jalen Ziegler in the starting lineup. Maybe one of those two can bring the spark, as they're both on the card today. It's the series finale in Los Angeles. The Trojans and the Hawkeyes, USC and Iowa, live from Dado Field with first pitch coming up in a bit. Although Iowa has lost the first 2 games of this series by scores of 9-2 and 6-3, we have several highlights to play from the weekend so far. There goes Covarrubias. The pitch is high. Geffrey throws it down and got him! Gable Mitchell slapped the tag on Covarrubias, who's caught stealing for just the 3rd time this year. What a throw by Geffrey, who sent it on down. Next pitch from Bleeker. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Bleeker strikes out Cadena. Back-to-back punch-outs for Bleeker. Righty-on-righty matchup. Bleeker winds and fires. The first pitch is chopped up the middle. Long run for Schulte. Fields it on 2 hops. Throws it over to first. Long stretch by Wolf. He held on. Got it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He grips it and rips it. Strike 3 called. Bottom of the zone. He got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wilcox out of the Hawkeye bullpen. Risley hanging tough in there. The 2-1 hit on the ground left side and threw into left field. Mitchell getting the wave around third. Here comes the throw. No throw from left, and the Hawkeyes on the board in the 9th. There goes the shutout as Risley drives home a run on the RBI single to left. Pop up and ground out to second base. Here's the 0-1. Cooper hits in the air deep to right. Right fielder back on the run, but in front of the track, reaches up to make the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Wolf. Risley gets from second to third. Sac fly for Cooper Schulte. It's 9-2. Got to take advantage here because USC's not giving much. There goes Strohmeyer. This ball is lifted in the air to right center field. It'll be caught by the right fielder. Tagging from third is Mitch Wood. He will score on the sacrifice fly from Matt Delgado. The Hawkeyes on the board first in this one. It's 1-0. We'll try it again. Still at 0-2. Freeze. Feels it and deals it. Ground ball left side. Frost. Backhand stop. He's got the runner in a rundown between second and third. He throws it to second. Got him. Mitchell tagged him out. 2-1 to Gable. He rips this one deep to right into the corner. That one's a screaming line drive, and it's gone! Gable Mitchell right on cue. He hits a jack over the right field wall. And Iowa cuts the deficit in half. It's 5-3 on Mitchell's line drive home run over the right field wall. A couple of change-ups here from Tyler. See if he triples up on it. The 2-2. Strike three called. He elevated the changeup up and in, and it froze Lopez. And another punch out for Garrett. So a few highlights from the weekend so far. USC won the opener 9-2 behind a great pitching effort from Mason Edwards, who went 8 1/3. The Trojan ace, likely the Big Ten pitcher of the year. At least he's on pace for that, on track for that. One of the best pitchers in the country, no doubt about that. He went 8 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. He struck out 16 Hawkeyes in that one. And Iowa lost 9-2. And then yesterday, in a much more competitive, closer game, Iowa got on the board first in the second. USC answered with a run of its own in the bottom half of that frame, and then 4 runs for the Trojans in the fourth on 3 home runs, 2 solo shots and a 2-run home run. Iowa narrowed the gap with a 2-run home run from Gable Mitchell yesterday to make it 5-3 before SC tacked on 1 in the 8th and won the game 6-3. Maddox Freeze got the start yesterday. He went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. He struck out 1 and walked 1. He was decent for Iowa yesterday. Tyler Guerin had probably the best outing of his season. Went 3 2/3 out of the bullpen, 3 hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Bo Leisure came in to get the final out of the 8th inning. But Iowa was 0 for 8 yesterday with runners in scoring position. Had a little bit of trouble advancing runners in key situations and unable to produce enough runs to take down USC yesterday. Today it's Logan Rundy versus Andrew Johnson. We'll break down the pitching matchup when we return on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Welcome back to Dado Field in Los Angeles. We're getting ready for the final game of the series between Iowa and USC this afternoon. Starting pitchers for today's game, Andrew Johnson will go for USC, right-handed sophomore on the mound from San Juan Capistrano, California. Stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall. Johnson is 2-1 this season. He's made 8 starts and thrown 40 2/3 innings with a 3.98 ERA. Whoa, a starting pitcher for USC has an ERA more than somewhere in the ones? Who would have thought? Still really good at 3.98 over 40-plus innings. Giving up 38 hits, 18 runs. Pretty decent strikeout to walk ratio, 42 strikeouts, 17 walks. Opponents batting .244 against Johnson, the right-handed pitcher for USC today. His last outing was against UCLA. 6 innings against the Bruins. Gave up 10 hits, 7 runs. Both of those season highs, as you might imagine, against UCLA, the best team in the country. Had 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. He gave up 4 home runs in that game. He does give up some damage. He's given up 7 home runs this season, but 4 of them came against UCLA. Threw 105 pitches and took the loss in that game. Other conference matchups for Johnson, he has not made it very far into these games against conference foes. Back on March 8th against Illinois, he went 3 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. He struck out 5 and walked 3, throwing 76 pitches in 3 2/3. At Northwestern in the snow, a game that the Trojans lost, getting their first loss of the season on March 14th in a doubleheader. He went 7 1/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. He struck out 9 and walked 1. Gave up a couple of doubles in that one, threw 105 pitches. And then in a couple of games since then, Washington here in Los Angeles, he went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks on 70 pitches, a game that the Trojans won. And then out at Maryland to wrap up the series against the Terrapins, he only went 3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs. He walked 5, which was a season high, and he struck out 2. So kind of all over the place for Johnson, who throws today for USC. And with the Iowa offense making some changes to its lineup and a firm challenge from Coach Heller before the game today, to show up to the ballpark with some belief, some conviction, some commitment to the plan. It does seem like a good matchup for Iowa if they can get back to the original plan that Coach Heller and Coach Sutherland put in place 13 years ago when they came to take over the leadership of the baseball program here. It does feel like a good matchup. See pitches to hit. That's something that Iowa has struggled with in the recent weeks. Iowa's swinging through fastballs right now. That's to put it bluntly. I mean, they're getting a lot of fastballs and just missing them. And not worried about barreling them up, just swinging through them, which has been an issue. And Iowa has struck out 30 times this weekend. Johnson has 42 strikeouts in 40 innings, so more similar to Govell than Edwards, which is a good thing. For Iowa today, it'll be Logan Rundy. He'll be making his 9th start of the season, 10th appearance overall. Logan is 2-2 on the season with a 4.11 ERA. He's thrown 30 2/3 innings, given up 20 hits and 14 earned runs, 27 strikeouts, 6 walks. Not a huge strikeout guy for Iowa on the mound today. More of a contact pitcher. And again, it's a good matchup for Logan, too, as long as his pitches stay down. He doesn't elevate the changeup, doesn't elevate the fastball in damage zones. That'll be the key for Logan today. We saw that with Maddox yesterday. Maddox was really good for the Hawkeyes on the mound, with the exception of pretty much 4 or 5 pitches that he left up and in to left-handed hitters that abused the right field wall and the netting beyond that, with 3 home runs in the 4th inning. Other than that, Freese fared pretty well against the Trojans, and Rundy will have a similar blueprint for him today. Opponents are batting .241 against Logan this year. His last start was Iowa's best starting pitching performance of the season against Minnesota, a 5-4 win for the Hawkeyes last Sunday. Rundy got the win in that one. Started and went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. He struck out 5, only 1 walk. And after being relegated to the bullpen and out of the rotation for a brief moment and running into a couple of really tough starts against Michigan State and UCLA, Rundy delivered with 7 strong innings against the Golden Gophers his last time out. And so Iowa comes into this game at 18-14, 5-9 in the Big Ten. USC at 29-7 and 12-5 in the league. As we take a look at the Big Ten standings, UCLA clear out in front, 4 games up on Nebraska, who is second. UCLA is 18-0, 27-game win streak for the Bruins as they beat Rutgers today 9-2 to pick up yet another sweep. Nebraska at 12-2 in the Big Ten, 27-8 overall, 4 games back. They're playing Oregon. We'll get you a scoreboard update in a moment. The USC Trojans, Iowa's opponent today, in 3rd place by a game over Purdue, who's in 4th. 5th place team in the league is Oregon. And then as we get closer towards Iowa here, Ohio State, Michigan, Illinois, and Washington all above the Hawkeyes. Iowa only plays Illinois out of that bunch. Ohio State at 8-6, looking to finish off Penn State today and pick up another series win. The Buckeyes pretty much have come out of nowhere. They're 8-2 in their last 10 and not predicted to do very well this season, but 18-15 overall. And 8-6 in the league, looking to beat Penn State today and move to 9-6 and break into that top 5, at least into a tie with Oregon if the Ducks can't beat Nebraska. Michigan and Illinois above Iowa, along with Washington. Iowa currently in a tie for 10th at 5-9 with Northwestern, who trails Purdue today. Indiana and Maryland are playing. Indiana is in 12th in a tie for 12th place with Minnesota and Rutgers. Penn State, Michigan State, and Maryland all make up the bottom of the Big Ten. And Iowa is going to get Maryland next weekend at home, which will be an important series for Iowa to rack up some wins. No disrespect to the Terps, and Iowa needs to play a little bit better down the stretch here to secure its spot in the Big Ten tournament as we look ahead over a month down the road in late May in Omaha. But Iowa needs to be in that top 12 to qualify to the Big Ten tournament, and kind of flirting with a little danger here with a really tough schedule coming up down the stretch with games against Purdue, who's in 4th in the Big Ten, Nebraska near the top, and Illinois, all teams above Iowa. The Hawkeyes will play Indiana and Maryland, 2 teams that are below the Hawkeyes upcoming in the standings. Iowa with 2 of 3 against Penn State, a team below Iowa, but that Michigan State series kind of sticks in our craw, losing 2 of 3 to the Spartans, who are pretty much cellar dwellers. But Iowa looking to play better as we continue to move along through the Big Ten season. The Hawkeyes improving in some categories, but just the wins haven't been coming quite yet, and Iowa will look to steal one from USC today as we wrap things up from Los Angeles. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show at Dado Field in Los Angeles. Back in 2 minutes on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Want all the benefits of a new Honda for a fraction of the price? It's not a dream. It's a dream deal. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda Civics, HRVs, CRVs, and Passports. Backed by Honda's 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To get 0.99% financing on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 4/30/26.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball, the series finale against the USC Trojans today in Los Angeles. We're joined by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller. Coach, a tough one yesterday against the Trojans. Had a few chances in that one.
Yeah, we had a few chances, and decent start by Maddox Freeze, and unfortunately it just went fast. 3 home runs and a double, and he had been cruising, and boom, it's 4 runs, and then Tyler Guerin came in and did a nice job. Best probably he's pitched this year, and only gave up a run the rest of the game. After that 4th inning where they scored 4, Gable Mitchell hits a 2-run homer in the top of the 5th to answer back, and we already had one, so we're 4-3 or whatever it was, and you felt like you might still be one you could come back and win, but it just didn't happen. We had opportunities. We squandered a couple opportunities. We didn't execute. One time we didn't move a runner. We had a leadoff double by Schulte. Didn't get him to second. Delgado hits a fly ball that would have been a sac fly. There's a run. Defensively, we had a play go against us, call went against us. Just a bad call that is not reviewable, and you can't change it. And
rule sucks.
it just does, and that ends up costing us a run. But it was a better fight than the night before, and we competed, had a chance. But today we need to go out and get it done. We haven't been very good offensively for about 3 or 4 weeks collectively, and you know from our talks before that our success offensively hinges on a team approach. We don't have 2 or 3 guys that are just going to hit 20 home runs. Mm-hmm. It's just not who we are. Unfortunately, we don't have those guys, and so when we do have those opportunities to execute, we have to take advantage of them, and we haven't been doing a good job of that. We're a team that can't strike out a lot, and we struck out 17 times on Friday. We struck out 13 times yesterday. If that's who we're going to be the rest of the year, we're not going to win many games. So there has to be a flip. There has to be a change, and it starts with a mentality, and that's what we challenged them with today, and to go out and we need to fight harder, and we need to, not that we're not playing hard, not that we're not trying, not that we're not caring, but hope is not a strategy, and we need to believe that we're going to win. We need to believe in all the things we talk about on a daily basis, which is do whatever you have to do to help the team win. And when you focus on that, then there's no pressure. But if you get caught, poor me, and how things are going for me, then you see what you see. You see really bad at-bats in crucial times. And we all know that in baseball it's not going to be perfect anyway. I mean, you're talking about hitting with runners in scoring position. We've been horrendous at that for about 5 weeks. And if it continues, we're not going to win games. And you're not talking about doing it 100% of the time. You're talking about doing it 3 out of 10 times. But it can't be 4 out of 57 with 3 guys, and that's where we are right now.
You talked about the mentality, Coach. Is that where you think the source of the struggle is right now? The confidence, the belief that,
of course it is,
and the aggression then that comes from that.
Yep, 100%. It's not walking out. It's not walking out on the field with the idea that we're going to kick your butt and we're going to win the game, and we're going to do everything collectively to do that. We got guys that are not going good, struggling, and when that happens, they're just trying to survive. And as long as you're going to be in that mode, you're not going to win. You're just not. And that has to be the flip, is that you got to get off of results. You got to get off of how I'm doing. You got to get off of the last pitch. You got to move forward. All things we talk about, but we're not doing a very good job of executing it, which means we have to do a better job as a coaching staff, because just because we talk about it all the time and we work on it, we train it, if it's not translating to the field, then we're not doing a good enough job. So 2 things have to happen. We got to get the point across, we got to get them to buy in, and then they have to make the commitment to make the switch.
Pretty good shakeup to the lineup today, Coach. A lot of the similar and same faces and names, but maybe in a different order today. What your thought process coming from the first 2 games to shake up the lineup today?
Well, it's really longer than that. It's like the last 15 games we're averaging about 3 or 4 runs a game. So, I mean, just throw, try something different. I mean, because what we're doing isn't working, and doing the same thing, expecting a different result is the definition of insanity, right? Yeah. And so we're going to shake it up and give some guys chances. And if you're not getting the job done and you haven't been getting it done for 4 weeks, then somebody else deserves a chance. And that's how we're going to do it.
Good shape for the pitching side of things, Coach, with Logan Rundy going, and then a couple of your better bullpen arms out there.
Yeah, you'll Rundy, and then hopefully you go right to Kyle Levo, and then you got Joe Husak and a bunch of other guys that are available today. So that shouldn't be an issue. It's just a matter of them pitching well. Due
for a big win, Coach. Let's get it against the Trojans today.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show from Dado Field in Los Angeles, Iowa, and USC to wrap up the series. Today, the Trojans have won the first 2 games of this one. Iowa looking for a little bit of a better fight. As you heard from Coach there, the effort is there, the trying is there, but the fight and the battle, especially on the offensive side, that's what Coach Heller and Coach Sutherland are looking forward to today. Talked about it in the scout earlier this morning, a 2-strike approach to battle and fight in there. That's a product that the coaching staff strictly looking at today as an indicator to the bigger picture of the fight of this team as we get ready for the final game of the series against USC. The Trojans, ranked 14th in the country, would be a big win for the Hawkeyes to keep pace in the Big Ten tournament picture and the Big Ten standings. We get set for Iowa and USC coming up in just a few minutes. We'll take a break. We'll be back with starting lineups and first pitch when we return on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn-Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn-Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
Here come the Hawkeyes.
And a Stockie racing to the basket, layup good.
Iowa Athletics is gearing up for another amazing season filled with exciting matchups and electrifying plays.
Working hard into the corner. Catch, it's a 3.
Get your game face ready and come on out to cheer the Hawkeyes on all season long. Visit HawkeyeSports.com to find tickets, schedules, game times, and more on Iowa. Go Hawks.
Touchdown! Touchdown, Iowa!
John Leo with you from Dado Field in Los Angeles, Iowa, and USC for the final time on the West Coast. The Trojans have won the first 2 games of this series. Iowa does not want to get swept today, and will look to avoid that with an inspired effort against the Trojans this afternoon. The guys are in good spirits, ready to go, chomping at the bit to get after it yet again today. As the starting lineups are being announced, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10-second station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye baseball. Before we get into starting lineups and first pitch, we do have another pregame break to take. We'll take it during the anthem, which is upcoming, but let's look around the Big Ten with some scores around the league. Finals to report: UCLA, the top-ranked team in the country, perfect 18-0 in the conference after a 9-2 win over Rutgers in Piscataway. New Orleans upset Illinois in Champaign in 10 innings, 8-7. As those are a couple of the finals. Maryland with a walk-off grand slam to beat Indiana 8-6. headed into the ninth, down 6-4, and a walk-off grand slam, one of the more exciting plays in baseball. The Terps win it, that launching pad at Bob Turtle Smith Stadium in College Park, Maryland, 8-6. They take the series over Indiana then, winning 2 out of 3 against the Hoosiers. Both opponents of Iowa coming up in April. Iowa welcomes Maryland next weekend, and then the following weekend goes to Indiana. So a couple of huge series coming up for the Hawkeyes after wrapping things up against USC today. Games ongoing in the headed to the bottom of the 8th in East Lansing. Michigan State, they're looking to avoid the sweep. They're up 10-4 on Michigan, in good shape against the Wolverines. Top of the 8th inning in Columbus, Ohio State 15, Penn State 10. Ooh. And Purdue leads Northwestern, looking to sweep the Wildcats 6-2, headed to the 8th there. In the Big Ten Series of the Week, Nebraska leads Oregon in Eugene in the rubber game of that series, 4-2, bottom of the 3rd inning there. Iowa and USC, the last game in the Big Ten to get started, as we're moments away from first pitch. The Trojans getting ready to take the field. They're huddled up outside of their dugout, their pregame ritual, and will be ready to take the field. Major lineup changes for Iowa today. A lot of the same players, but in very different spots. We'll get you starting lineups after we take our final pregame break as the Trojans take the field. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
All right, national anthem is complete. We're ready to roll in Los Angeles, Iowa, and USC. This is the first time that the programs have met this weekend. USC won the first 2 games of the series by scores of 9-2 and 6-3. We'll see the punch that the Hawkeyes throw back today. Look to avoid being swept by the Trojans. Here we go. Batting order for Iowa today. If you thought that you had it figured out, you might need your white out or get prepared for some changes. Here it is for Iowa today. The leadoff man is Cooper Schulte. He'll play shortstop and bat first for Iowa. Gable Mitchell, the second baseman, will bat second. Miles Risley in center will bat third for Iowa. In the cleanup spot today is Caleb Wolf, the first baseman. Middle of the order is the catcher Carter Geffrey batting fifth. Kellen Strohmeyer in right will bat sixth. 7, 8, 9 for the Hawkeyes today. Ben Swales at third, Brett White, the DH, and Jalen Ziegler, the left fielder. So still the revolving door at DH. We'll go with Brett White today, powerful left-handed hitter. See how he does against USC's pitching staff. And then Jalen Ziegler will play left and give Joey Narrett the day off. Starting pitcher for USC is Andrew Johnson, making his 9th start, a 2-1 record for Johnson, a 3.98 ERA. We'll see a fastball in the upper 80s, low 90s from him. He's got a slider that gets into the low 80s, changeup around that velocity as well, and the curveball he throws every once in a while, mid-70s for Johnson, the starting pitcher for USC. The catcher, Isaac Cadena, throws it down. The warm-up pitches are complete, and we are ready to go in Los Angeles. We had some rain in the area this morning. It just poured right away when we woke up. But the cloudy skies have cleared, sun starting to break through, and the sun is warm today. Another day with the temps in the upper 60s, low 70s. Good day for baseball. We're ready to go as Cooper Schulte is in the right-handed batter's box to lead things off. Righty-on-righty matchup. The first pitch is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. We're underway at 1:05 Pacific time. Johnson goes from the windup right in the middle of the rubber. And he delivers the 0-1 to Schulte. Fouled back to the netting. Iowa's hitting approach with 2 strikes. Not been very fruitful today. The coaching staff not very fruitful this weekend. But the challenge is to fight with 2 today. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes now. 2-strike approach, just the indicator for the type of team that Coach Heller wants. Just never out of it. Never, you might be down, but you're not out. Grind it out. 1-2 pitch to Schulte. Here it comes. In the dirt, he held up. Didn't go after it. 2-2. Couple of sliders there from Johnson. Schulte batting .306 in the leadoff spot as he hits one deep to left field. Back goes the left fielder, and it's off the scoreboard. Leadoff home run, Cooper Schulte, a no-doubter, hit it .408. Boom! How about that start? Yes! Home run number 4 on the season for Schulte. No doubter. 1-0 Hawks. That's pretty good with 2 strikes. Here's Gable Mitchell now. Fastball outside, ball 1. Cooper gave that a ride. The wind blowing over there to left, but he didn't need any of the wind's assistance on that one. And the dugout erupts as Iowa's on the board in the first. Mitchell takes a changeup for his strike, bottom of the zone, evening the count at 1-1. Iowa scored first in yesterday's game. Couldn't hold on for the victory. And on the board right away in this one. Leadoff home run from Cooper Schulte. 1-1 to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes on Iowa's second baseman. He's been the leadoff hitter all year for Iowa. Johnson's 1-2. Gable popped it up, straight back. Fans a couple rows back, able to sprint over and grab it. A couple of children fighting for it. Gable staying alive with 2 strikes. Johnson ready, out of the windup, he delivers the 1-2. Gable got a piece of it, fouled it back. They've got Mitchell pulled over to the right side. Right fielder Jack Basir with his heels near the warning track. He's deep. Gable hit a 2-run home run his way yesterday. 1-2 pitch, another one to Gable. Downstairs, and he laid off. Great hang. Really good job by Gable. Really nice changeup from Johnson. Gable trusted his breaks, and he stopped before swinging. 2-2. Next pitch, off the end of the bat, foul towards the Iowa dugout left side. So right away, the message has sunk in with the offense. Cooper Schulte with a 2-strike home run. Gable Mitchell now working a long at bat. 2-2, fouled off a few pitches in a row now. Next pitch from Johnson. Another foul ball, slapped in the air left side. Gable rifling foul balls every direction right now. Mitchell batting .385 for the Hawkeyes, on base percentage of .481. Next pitch, Gable hits in the air, deep to right center. Basir moving over, now coming forward a few steps. He makes the catch. That's the first out of the game. Gable out in front of the changeup, just a touch. But a pretty good at bat there for Gable. He gets a fist bump from Coach Heller on his way back to the dugout. I know Mitchell won't be satisfied by that in any regard, but a long at bat. 8-pitch at bat. Here's Miles Risley with one away, bases clear. First pitch to Riz. Good cut, but he missed. Back to the right side, Risley settling in as the number 3 hitter for Iowa this season. No balls and a strike. The pitch down. Iowa's offense coming into the weekend in all games, number 1 in the Big Ten, but in just Big Ten games, about 270, and ranking 7th in the league. Risley out in front of the off speed, 1-2. Iowa has been very good out of conference offensively, but in the league against some really good teams. The 1-2 to Risley, held up, didn't go. 2-2. USC and UCLA have the best pitching staffs in the Big Ten, and Iowa has had 6 games now against those teams. 2-2. Risley swings over the top. A lot of spin there from Johnson. And Miles strikes out, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1.
And in stands Caleb Wolf. Wolf had been the 2-hitter for almost all the season. Into the cleanup spot today. Caleb has had a tough weekend against the Trojan pitchers. Came into the weekend with 5 strikeouts on the year. He's got 6 in 2 games. And he takes off speed on the outer edge. That's a strike. 1-0 Iowa, courtesy of the Cooper Schulte leadoff home run. A blast off the board and left. 0-1 on Wolfie, the next pitch. Caleb popped it up. Left side foul ground. Third baseman Carpentier is there just to the left of third. He makes the catch, and Wolf pops out to end at the top of the first. Cooper Schulte with a 404-foot home run off the scoreboard in left gives Iowa the early 1-0 lead. Logan Rundy has popped out of the dugout. He is walking to the mound. The starting pitcher for Iowa ready to go against this USC offense. We're back for the bottom of the first after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage and spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. Logan Rundy, the starting pitcher for Iowa today, making his 9th start of the season with a 4.11 ERA and a 2-2 record. He's got a 1-run lead as Iowa on the board in the top half of the inning with a solo home run from Cooper Schulte to lead off the game. Starting lineup for the Trojans looks like this. Abri Covarrubias, the second baseman, will lead it off, followed by Adrian Lopez, the first baseman, and Augie Lopez, the DH. No relation between those two. Middle of the order, Kevin Takeuchi, the center fielder. He'll bat fourth. Andrew Lamb in left, batting fifth. And the right fielder, Jack Basir, goes sixth. 7, 8, 9 for the Trojans today. Isaac Cadena, the catcher. Dean Carpentier, the third baseman. And Maddox Risky gets the start at shortstop. He'll bat ninth for the men of Troy today. Iowa defensively left to right on the infield. Ben Swales at third. Up the middle, Cooper Schulte and Gable Mitchell. The first baseman is Caleb Wolf. In the outfield left to right, Jalen Ziegler getting the start today. Miles Risley in center, Kellen Strohmeyer in right. Starting catcher is Carter Geffrey, as Logan Rundy, the fifth-year grad senior right-hander from Piasta. He'll throw for Iowa today, coming off an outstanding performance against Minnesota last weekend where he was strong through 7. Here's Covarrubias taking upstairs, ball 1 from Rundy, missing with the curveball to start his outing. Covarrubias, a .275 hitter, standing in the right-handed batter's box. Rundy winds and fires. Next pitch drifted in. Geffrey tried to frame it. 2 balls and no strikes. Iowa in the Sunday gold uniforms, one of the sharpest looks in the Big Ten. Iowa spelled out in script font across the chest with numbers in black with white trim on the front and back of the uniform. There's a strike from Rundy. New addition to the uniform this year is the state flag of Iowa on the nameplate of the back of the jersey. White pants for the Hawks today with gold cleats. 2 balls and a strike on Covarrubias. Long pause from Rundy as he brings the glove right up close to his face. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 91. He threw it by Covarrubias. Black caps in the field for Iowa today. Black bills and the gold script eye on the front panel. USC with a very sharp look as well, as the 2-2 from Rundy is hit well down the right field line, scooping out a play and foul, and Covarrubias remains alive. Black tops for the Trojans today with their dark red interlocked SC logo over the heart. Red numbers on the back with gold trim. They've got the old school Trojan logo on the right sleeve of their nice looking black uniforms. White pants for the Trojans today. Here comes the 2-2 from Rundy. Foul back to the netting. USC wearing black caps with black bills in the field. And the red SC logo on the front of their caps. Really good uniform matchup. We look forward to these throughout the weekend. I think Sunday usually offers the best uniform games. 2-2. Rundy set, next pitch. Drifted low and outside. Tried to get him with the slider and missed. Covarrubias really knocking the dirt off of his cleats with his bat. Something that, man, if we did that in high school, we'd be running poles. You take the bat to the bottom of your cleats, you can hear the scraping of it all the way up here. I think I did that once in high school. That's all it took. I was running poles for the entire practice. Guess it's okay in college, though. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rundy pitches. And he missed downstairs. Tried to get Covarrubias to chase, but he didn't bite. It's a good pitch from Rundy, just not good enough. Full count. And ends up walking him.
Now batting, first baseman, number 5, Adrian Lopez.
And here comes Adrian Lopez. Just under 300 on the batting average for Lopez at 299. 9 doubles, 4 home runs, 2 triples for the right-handed hitting first baseman. Rundy, a contact pitcher, could use a ground ball here. First pitch, strike at the bottom of the zone. Ryan Blayberg is the home plate umpire today. He's in charge of balls and strikes. John Wolf at first base. Scott Latendry at second. And Bradley Hungerford at third. He was behind the dish yesterday. Leadoff walk to Covarrubias. He's at first base. And a pickoff move over there. He was leaning towards second. Wolf put the tag down just a little bit tardy. Covarrubias with a lot of speed at first. Leading the Big Ten with 14 stolen bases. Another move over there. And he gets back. Been caught 3 times. He's tied with Easton Richter of Minnesota, whom we saw last weekend. So a lot of speed at first. Rundy is ready to pitch to Lopez. Here it comes. Fouled back. Logan's in control here at 0-2. A lot of spin so far from Rundy. Lopez taking a long time to elevate his eyes to ready himself for play, and so it's kind of messing with Rundy's rhythm here. 0-2, and the next pitch. Just got a piece of it. Ricocheted off the bat and then off of Geffrey's mitt. Foul ball. It's a 7-pitch walk to Covarrubias, and now Rundy trying to get Lopez, and he does with a fastball, threw it right by him. Oh no, he called a balk. Called a balk before the pitch, and so he doesn't strike out Lopez. A very late call from third. Bradley Hungerford came in after Rundy threw the pitch by Lopez, and a balk on Logan will move Covarrubias to second and keep Lopez in the box. And again, time called. Rundy is ready for play, and is Lopez taking forever to get his eyes up. And now a ball has been awarded to Lopez. It's 1-2 now. And Logan will take a minute off the backside of the rubber, getting a little bit frustrated. Ball and 2 strikes with nobody out, runner at second. Logan's next pitch, down and in, 2-2. Erratic rhythm to this game to start. First inning taking nearly 20 minutes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rundy is set, the pitch. Outside, over through the fastball, full count. Logan's letting Lopez get into the box and get ready before he gets on the rubber now. Full count. Rundy steps off to reset the clock. It was getting close. Not the most efficient start for Logan with 2 full counts. First 2 hitters. Rundy is set. And from the belt delivers a 3-2. The foul ball over our heads, the broadcast position just to the right of home plate where we're located. Foul ball, and we'll do it again at 3-2. 1-0 Iowa after a leadoff home run from Cooper Schulte. Logan's 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Tried to hit that inside corner with the fastball, just ran it in too much. 2 walks to start the game, very close. I mean, man, we had Lopez struck out, but balked beforehand. Logan's got to settle in, figure this out. And Augie Lopez coming up, the DH. He had a towering home run yesterday. Has 9 home runs for the Trojans, leading the team. First and second, nobody out. First pitch from Rundy is a called strike. High outside corner. Lopez didn't like it. Jeffrey did a nice job to receive that ball, maybe pull it in a little bit. No balls and a strike. Rundy takes a peek at Covarrubias at second, now delivers. Here's a line drive foul down the right field line. Logan's done a nice job getting to 0-2, but just like he did with Adrian Lopez, but the issue has been getting him out. So 0-2 here on Augie Lopez. 276 hitter. 25 strikeouts and 105 at bats. Rundy's 0-2. Fouled off the end of the bat over to the left. Hawkeyes were taking note of USC's approach. With 2 strikes, these guys just don't go down easy. Something that we see Iowa's offense, they do the same for the most part. The last couple weeks, quite a few strikeouts, but USC, really hard team to strike out. Rundy's next 0-2. High and away. Iowa's pitching plan today: Logan Rundy, Kyle Olivo, Joe Husak. Can those 3 get 27 outs? Logan's got some work to do here in the bottom of the first. 1-2 count on Lopez. Next pitch. That one fouled off of Jeffrey. Ward off the shoulder. Iowa's defense playing Lopez to pull. Left-handed hitter over to the right side. Entire defense tilted towards right field. Count is 1-2. Logan ready. The pitch. Down and away with the curveball he missed. I don't think Logan's trying to nibble, but he's missing enough where it's not inducing the chase. Trying to hit edges, but not hitting them. And it's 2-2 now. Could really use a ground ball to an infielder. Next pitch, slap back into the screen. This is impressive by USC in this first inning. Somehow Logan needs to find a way to miss a bat here. Not many swings and misses from USC hitters really this weekend, certainly not in this first inning. A couple of walks, so first and second, nobody out. Logan from the belt delivers. Here's a high fly ball to right. That's long gone. 3-1 Trojans. Man, oh man. Logan threw the slider low. I'm not sure that was a strike. It was going to be pretty low, but Augie Lopez went down to get it, and he blasted it over the right field wall. And just like that, the Trojans are up 3-1. The 2 walks, deadly in front of Rundy. And here's Takeuchi taking a strike. Could not miss a bat, and unfortunately it was the barrel of Lopez. 0-1 from Rundy, swing and a miss, 0-2. Third straight hitter that's gotten to 0-2. See if Logan can get Takeuchi, the right-handed center fielder, the pitch. He does. Strike 3 called. High outside corner with the fastball, 92. There was some anger behind that pitch from Rundy.
Now batting, left fielder, number 29, Andrew Lamb.
One away for Andrew Lamb, the left fielder. Bases are clear now. Fastball, low outside corner. Good spot there for Logan. It's a strike. Change up away from the left-handed hitting Lamb, who swings it at 256, but has 7 home runs, had one yesterday. 1-1 pitch from Rundy, low. We'll see what the plan with Logan is the rest of this game, assuming that he can get out of this first. He's already up over 25 pitches. You start throwing 30 pitches an inning, it makes it really hard to continue on. 2-1 pitch, fouled back. Hawks have 3 pitchers that they're looking to use today. Kyle Olivo would be next. And just kind of hoping that Logan can eat some innings here. Down 3-1 now in the first after a 3-run home run from Lopez. 2-2. High fly ball, left side. Moving over is Ziegler on the line, and he overran it, and it bounced fair and over the wall for a ground rule double. Oh, man. Ziegler moving over towards the line, and he overran it. It bounced maybe 2 feet to the right of the left field line and then hopped over the sidewall into the Iowa bullpen. Is it going to be one of those types of days? Oh, man. Ground rule double for Lamb. Time called here, and Coach Obermueller, the pitching coach for Iowa, headed to the mound to go talk with Rundy. Nobody throwing in Iowa's bullpen yet. I know Kyle Olivo is down there. 1 out, runner at second for SC. And the Trojans have taken a 3-1 lead. Rundy getting ready to pitch to Jack Basir, right-handed hitter. It's a strike and a off speed there from Rundy. Big lead at second from Lamb. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, Geffrey with a nice block. That was pitch 31 for Rundy. Good start to the game offensively for Iowa. Schulte with a leadoff home run, but USC has taken the lead in the bottom half of the inning with a 3-run home run. A couple of walks in front of the 3-run shot from Lopez. Good fastball there from Rundy. Ran it in on the right-handed hitting Basir. It's 1-2. A lot of 2-strike counts for Logan in this first inning. Trying to get some outs, though, from that. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider down and out. He had Basir fooled. Pair of strikeouts for Logan in this inning. Another left-handed hitter in the box. This is Cadena. Cadena, 264 hitter. Plenty of at-bats, 106 on the season. Got 30 strikeouts. Eight doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. 1-0 pitch. Just low and in. Good spot there from Logan, but didn't get the call as it missed the strike zone. 2-0. Geffrey, Strohmeyer, Swales due up for Iowa in the second. Hitters count for Cadena at 2-0. The pitch from Rundy. Inside corner, that's a called strike. Changeup floated in. Good lead at second. The 2-1 pitch is hit a ton to center. This is deep trouble. Risley's at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Two-run home run for Isaac Cadena over the center field wall off the batter's eye. 5-1 USC in the first. Carpentier is up. He's the 8 hitter. Swing and a miss on the first pitch that he sees from Rundy. Well, Iowa's offense is going to have its work cut out for him the rest of the way. See if the Hawkeyes can make this a high-scoring game. 5 runs for the Trojans in the first. 0-1 fouled into the mitt. 0-2. I don't know if Logan will see another inning. Unfortunately, giving up 5 runs. 2 home runs in the inning for the Trojans. 2-run shot and a 3-run shot. And I would argue free bases in front of both of them. 1-2 from Rundy. Lined into left. Ziegler coming forward. Jay-Z's got this one. He makes the catch for the third out. But a 5 spot for the Trojans in the first. They're out to an early lead. 5-1 will bring you the second after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Carter Geffrey will lead off the second inning for Iowa. The Hawkeyes down by 4. Brutal start to the game. 5 runs for USC in their half of the first. As Geffrey faces off against Andrew Johnson, the starting pitcher for USC. Gave up one hit in the first inning. It was a Cooper Schulte home run that started the game. He's fallen behind Geffrey 2-0. We're in the second, so plenty of opportunities for Iowa upcoming. 2-0 pitch to Geffrey. Strike on the inside corner, 2-1. See if Iowa can scratch across a couple of runs in this second. Breaking ball floated and hit the outside edge. And it's 2-2 now. Geffrey, redshirt freshman from Ames, batting .273. 2-2. Geffrey sends up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff single for Big Cat. In on the hands, but he got him through the zone and pushed it into center.
Now batting right fielder, number 44, Kellen Strohmeyer.
Kellen Strohmeyer up for the Hawks, starting right fielder. Left-handed hitter batting .311. First pitch to Strohmeyer. Down and in, called a strike. Good spot from Johnson. .5-1 Trojans in the second. Leadoff single from Geffrey. He stands at first base. The 0-1 to Strohmeyer. In the dirt, Geffrey had to stay at first. Good block by Cadena. Wore it off the upper part of the chest protector. Johnson comes set and delivers the 1-1. Strohmeyer swings over the top of a pitch in the dirt. Change up. Started at knee level and just kept angling down, down, down. Kellen didn't recognize it. It's 1-2. Next pitch, same pitch, swing and a miss. Strohmeyer strikes out, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13, Ben Swales.
Here comes Ben Swales. First at bat of the day for Ben. He's the 7-hitter today. Batting .250 from the right side, redshirt junior. Back in the starting lineup as the third baseman this afternoon. Geffrey with a short lead at first. Don't expect the catcher to be going anywhere. First pitch to Swales, down and out. Ben out in front of the 1-0 pitch, yanked it foul in front of the Iowa dugout. Third base side. Counts even at 1 on Swales. Ben with 11 hits and 44 at-bats has 4 doubles and a home run this season. Geffrey the runner at first for Iowa. The 1-1 pitch. Hit right to third. This is double trouble. Throw to second for 1, over to first. Double play. 5-4-3 double play ends the top of the second. And USC holds its 5-1 lead. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey Hawks, it's Coach Ben McCullum. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hey, it's Coach Jan Jensen. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly, live at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar at the Iowa River Landing. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. John Leah with you from Dado Field in Los Angeles. Happy to have you along with us on this Sunday afternoon in L.A. Tough start for Iowa, down 5-1 as we move along to the bottom of the second. Logan Rundy returns for this inning as Kyle Olivo is warming up in the Hawkeye bullpen. See if Logan fares better in the second than he did in the first. 2 walks, 2 home runs, a ground rule double by Andrew Lamb that likely could have been avoided, but Ziegler misplayed the ball in left. Here's Rundy pitching, a changeup down for ball 1 to Maddox Risky as the Trojans nearly batted around in the opening frame. 1-0 from Rundy. Hit in the air to left. Ziegler twisting and turning. Jay-Z going back. He's at the wall, and he leaps up, and it's gone. Oh, man. Maddox Risky batting 194. Just hit his first home run of the season. 3rd home run of the game for the Trojans. It's 6-1. Well, that'll do it for Logan. (6-1) USC, pitching change coming for Iowa as Coach Heller takes the ball from Logan Rundy. We'll be back after the pitching change break. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Want all the benefits of a new Honda for a fraction of the price? It's not a dream. It's a dream deal. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda Civics, HRVs, CRVs, and Passports. Backed by Honda's 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To get 0.99% financing on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 4/30/26.
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
Iowa's new pitcher is Kyle Olivo. The call to the bullpen comes in the second inning for Iowa with nobody out, as Olivo will be making appearance number 9, a 2-2 record for Kyle, 4.09 ERA, 22 innings pitched for Olivo, 25 strikeouts and 14 walks. Kyle, the right-handed pitcher, redshirt freshman, a two-way player for Iowa. From Franklin, Wisconsin. Last outing, he pitched against Minnesota. 2 2/3 on the Saturday game against the Golden Gophers. Allowed 1 hit, and he struck out 2, walked 1, facing 10 batters. A game that Iowa won in walk-off fashion. And we'll see what Kyle can do against this USC lineup. Iowa had done a fair job, especially yesterday against the Trojan lineup. And it's the USC offense that has broken through this weekend with 6 runs in an inning plus. 5 runs in the first on 2 home runs, and a leadoff home run in the second. They've hit 3 long balls today. getting away from Iowa early, unfortunately. 6-1 USC, bottom of the second, nobody out. Covarrubias back into the batter's box. Olivo winds and fires the first pitch of his outing for a strike. Inner third. 96 from Kyle. 0-1, bottom of the zone. That's another called strike. Cooked it up a little bit more at 98. No balls and 2 strikes. Quick pitch from Olivo is low. Ball and 2 strikes, nobody out, bases clear to the top of the USC order. Here's a breaking ball just high. Looked good from here, but stayed up on Covarrubias. Two and two's the count. Next pitch from Olivo. Ground ball hit to short. Schulte's got this one. Long throw to first in time to get the speedy Covarrubias first out of the second. One away for Adrian Lopez, making his way to the box. He walked and scored in the first.
Number 5, Adrian Lopez.
Olivo set. And he winds and fires pitch number 1 inside. It hit him. Spun the slider high and tight. And clipped him. So Lopez takes first. Here comes Augie Lopez, who cranked a 3-run home run his first time around. USC with 3 home runs in this game. All 4 of their hits are extra base hits. Double mixed in there. 6-1 Trojans, bottom of the second. Team that's very good at home. 21-1 in home games. Olivo ready to pitch. Outside corner for strike 1 at 95. One away in the Trojans' second. Iowa down 5. And the 0-1 from Olivo is past Geffrey to the backstop. And the runner from first will move up to second. He cooked that fastball at 96, down and in. Geffrey couldn't get a glove on it. And a runner in scoring position now for the Trojans. Olivo's 1-1, slapped back into the netting. Major extra base threat here with 10 home runs and 8 doubles. Olivo leading the count 1-2. Next pitch from Kyle. This is crushed deep to center. Risley sprinting back. He makes the catch right in front of the wall. And retreating back to second is Adrian Lopez. He had a poor read on that one. He could not tag from second to third. That was demolished at 104 off the bat, but thankfully Risley able to track it down. Timed up the fastball from Olivo. 2 outs for Takeuchi. Center fielder who struck out, and he lines into center field. Risley over. This drops for a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score. 2-out single for Takeuchi. as he ambushed the fastball. 7-1 Trojans.
Now batting, left fielder, number 29, Andrew Lamb.
USC's offense on fire. 7-1 with 2 outs in the second. Here's Lamb, hit a ground rule double down the left field line. Breaking ball snapped and hit the outside edge for strike 1. Left-handed hitter with quite a bit of power here as well. Olivo's 0-1, down and in and kicked away from Geffrey. And Takeuchi takes second. A couple of wild pitches in this inning. Opportunities for advancement for the Trojans. Ball on the strike, Olivo ready, the pitch. Hit on the ground, right side. Mitchell's got this one, plays it off to the side, throws it to Wolf for the third out. 2 more runs for USC. A solo home run and then an RBI single. It is 7-1 Trojans. Back for the third after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Brett White, Jalen Ziegler, and Cooper Schulte will come to the plate for Iowa in the third inning with the Trojans leading 7-1. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Brett White getting his first at bat of the weekend. He'll come up.
For the Hawkeyes, designated hitter, number 40, Brett White.
The DH, 8-hitter. Strong left-handed batter. Will lead off Iowa's third, facing Andrew Johnson. First pitch to Brett is low. Close, but downstairs. Well, this has just not been the weekend that the Hawkeyes envisioned coming out here to L.A. Good changeup on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. 9-2 loss on Friday. More competitive yesterday in a 6-3 defeat. 1-1 to White, downstairs around the shins. 2 balls and a strike. Brett's got a good eye. And today, USC just flying out of the gates. Johnson, the right-hander, ready out of the windup. The 2-1 is low, ball 3. Down and out. Leadoff walk. Really nice job by White. Not chasing after fringe pitches. And Jalen Ziegler will come up now. Iowa's got one of the toughest schedules in the Big Ten. made those games against Penn State and Michigan State very important. And Iowa went 3-3 in those games to start league play, and maybe missed a golden opportunity there to pick up some wins when UCLA and USC are calling, which can be very tough to beat either of those teams. In Iowa finding that out over the past couple of weeks. Doesn't get much easier for Iowa upcoming. Maryland comes to town. They're at the bottom of the Big Ten. Maryland coming to town next weekend in what will be another important series for Iowa to get some victories in that one. Ziegler in the right-handed batter's box. Swings over the top of the 0-1 pitch. Maryland and Indiana coming up for the Hawks in conference play. Two teams below Iowa in the standings. Indiana will host Iowa. Tough place to play. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Ziegler. Down and away. And then May features Illinois, Nebraska, and Purdue. 3 teams that are above Iowa in the standings. So Iowa's right in the middle right now. 1-2 is low. Oh, called a strike. And Ziegler turns and walks back to the dugout. Home plate umpire Ryan Blayberg delayed in that strike 3 call. Breaking ball that hit the bottom of the zone. Ziegler is out number 1. Here comes Cooper Schulte. Schulte with a home run to lead off today's game. Slider for a strike. Low outside corner. White, the runner at first for Iowa, drew a leadoff walk to start the third. It's 7-1 USC. And the 0-1 is by Schulte for a strike. 0-2. Went back to the fastball on that one. Wind continuing to blow out to left. 0-2. Schulte started and couldn't stop in time. First base umpire says that he went. Boy, I tell you what. Is he paying attention down there? I don't know. That's a really tough call on Schulte. Schulte strikes out. 2 down for Gable. Iowa's got a midweek game on Tuesday against Bradley. Opening a 6-game homestand. Bradley on Tuesday, 3 against Maryland Friday through Sunday, and then a double midweek the week after that. Fastball high and away to Gable Mitchell. Flied out to right. His first plate appearance. White with a good lead at first. The 1-0 to Gable is a strike at the knees, 1-1. Ball on a strike as Johnson comes set, and he pitches. Gable knocking it back into the screen, fouling it off, 1-2. Wind is out of the Iowa sails right now, down 7-1 in the third. Quick move over to first. White was ready, and he dives back. White with a bigger lead over at first now. He's leaning back towards the bag, though. 1-2. Mitchell skies in the air, left side for the third baseman, Carpentier, who makes the catch in foul ground. Mitchell pops out, And that'll do it for the top of the third. Nothing doing for Iowa. It's 7-1 Trojans. Back after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll's conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. All USC this afternoon as the Trojans looking to sweep Iowa. It is 7-1 in the bottom of the third. Been a tough weekend for Iowa. And need to hold USC here over the next middle innings. Otherwise, it's getting away from Iowa early. Hawkeyes have a little soul searching to do after this weekend. Need to continue to improve and play better. We'll get 6 games in a row at home. Coming up, it'll be good to be home. And a handful of winnable games. 1-0 pitch to Jack Basir as a slider outside from Olivo. Three games against Maryland and then 3 midweek games sandwiching that series. Called strike on the inside corner there, 2-1. Olivo pitching for Iowa. Rundy survived just 1 inning today. Gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, had 2 walks. Here's a ground ball past Mitchell into right center field for a base hit. Gable did not have a play on that. Leadoff single for Basir. 3rd inning in a row that the leadoff man has gotten on. Instant pressure from the Trojans.
Now batting, catcher, number 20, Isaac Medina.
Michigan State held off Michigan 10-5 in East Lansing to take 1 game of that series. Ohio State 15-10 over Penn State. Isaac Cadena, the batter for the Trojans. First pitch strike from Olivo. Purdue swept Northwestern and Evanston 8-3. Nebraska and Oregon tied at 4, bottom of the 6th there. Runner at first and nobody out for USC in the bottom of the 3rd. Slipping out of the hand was the slider of Olivo, and it missed high and away. Going to be a log jam in the middle of the Big Ten standings here if all scores hold around the league, as the 1-1 is hit on the ground up the middle. Mitchell's got this one. Underhand flip to Schulte for the first out. Throw over to first base is late. Cadena legs that out. Close play at first. Wolf stretching as far as he could. Basir out at second. Kadena legging things out. If the scores hold here, with Iowa down 7-1, the Hawkeyes would be 5-10 and tied with Northwestern, Minnesota, and Rutgers. No tiebreaker possible against Northwestern and Rutgers in a head-to-head situation. But Iowa took 2 of 3 from Minnesota last weekend. Pitch in the dirt. Geffrey blocked it. He kept it close, but Kadena was going the whole way, and he takes second. Free base is a major issue for Iowa in this one. This looks a lot more like Friday than it did yesterday. Runner at second and 1 out. Kadena has a mile-long lead at second base. And Carpentier taking downstairs for ball 2. Carpentier flied out to Ziegler in left, and he drills one to center. Risley backtracking, backpedaling, and then making the catch right in front of the wall. Second out of the inning. Kadena staying put at second base.
Now batting, shortstop, number 9, Maddox Risky.
Maddox Risky up now for the Trojans. Led off the second inning with a home run. Started the season as the everyday shortstop for SC, but hitting struggles pulled him out of the lineup recently. 2 away and a runner at second. Here's the pitch from Olivo. Curveball in for a strike, inner third. Batting average up to 202 now for Risky. Olivo takes a deep breath and pitches a slider. Low outside corner. Good pitch from Kyle. And it's 0-2. Olivo in control here. The 0-2. Fouled back. Over to the right near the on-deck circle of the Trojan hitting. Covarrubias is on deck. Kyle tried to blow the fastball by him after a couple of spinners. We'll see what he throws here. Another 0-2 pitch. Olivo delivers. Strike 3 called. Very top of the zone. And Olivo holds the Trojans off the board with a nice fastball. It is 7-1. USC, we're through 3 in Los Angeles, and back for the 4th after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
New this spring, Brown Deer Golf Club in Coralville has partnered with Bread Garden Market for food and beverage operations. Let the Bread Garden Market staff plan your next event at Brown Deer and create a memorable experience with fantastic food and service. Divots Bar and Grill opens up in a couple of weeks on May 1st with delicious entrees for those who golf and those who love a good meal with a view. Meet your next neighborhood dining experience at Brown Deer Golf Club. USC up 7-1 in this one.
Now batting for the
And Iowa's in some deep trouble here as we get into the middle innings, top of the fourth. Risley to lead it off, followed by Wolf and Gaffrey. 5 runs in the first for SC, followed by 2 in the second. Righty on righty matchup as Risley takes down and in for ball 1. Treated to a great experience last night at Dodger Stadium after yesterday's game. Went over to watch the Dodgers play the Rangers, a few of us, mainly the coaching staff. A few players made their way over as well. Ball and a strike on Risley, the pitch. Got his hand started, couldn't pull the trigger. It's 1-2. Fastball from Johnson. Assistant coach David Pearson just spent his last 3 years as a scout for the Dodgers. 1-2 to Risley. Swing and a miss. Spun him into the dirt. Risley was back foot the whole time in that at bat.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1, Caleb Wolf.
Caleb Wolf up now for Iowa. So Coach Pearson was in his element last night, taking us around. The coaching staff, myself, Ryan Campbell, the manager, Jake Feldman, athletic trainer. Had great seats behind home plate. We rolled up to the ballpark. We missed the top of the first inning, but did see Shohei Ohtani's leadoff home run. Walked into the stadium and just wanted to see Shohei hit, and the first pitch that we saw before we even got to our seats was Ohtani's home run. Here's Caleb Wolf sending one deep to center field. Back goes Takeuchi. He's at the track. He leaps up in front of the wall and makes the catch. He didn't rob it, but he made it look pretty good out there with a jumping grab in front of the wall. And Caleb is out number 2. Well struck, but just got under it enough to keep it in the ballpark.
Now batting, catcher, number 14, Carter.
2 outs for Carter Gaffrey. So good seats behind the plate, and Coach Pearson and I walked around the entire stadium. We got a view from every angle. So we're very appreciative and grateful for Coach Pearson and the staff for bringing me along yesterday to the Dodgers game. I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm actually a Pirates fan. Coach Pearson and I had a long conversation about PNC Park versus Dodger Stadium. 1-1 pitch. Gaffrey sends back. Foul at 1-2. PNC Park, very scenic, very nice backdrop. Dodger Stadium, much different, but pretty iconic. Hard to beat Dodger Stadium. 1-2 pitch to Gaffrey. He sends one into left field off the end of the bat. That'll drop down in front of Lamb for a base hit. 2-out single for Gaffrey. Seats were great behind home plate, but I think the best view was all the way up at the very top of the stadium right behind home plate. Seeing the mountains beyond the center field wall. And Coach Pearson, who occupies the third base coach's box for Iowa, we're happy to have him back on staff, bringing his knowledge back. Kellen Strohmeyer up and swinging at the first pitch, sending it foul in the air to the left. He was in full story mode as well yesterday. All the experiences that he had as being a scout for the Dodgers for 3 seasons. Got some World Series rings. Those are pretty cool, too. Got to see Jack Dreyer pitch, former Hawkeye. Flawless inning of work yesterday for the Dodgers. Ball and a strike on Strohmeyer with 2 outs. This pitch is swung on and missed. Not able to be located by Cadena. Squirted away to the left side, and so Gaffrey will take second. Callen unable to read the changeups from Johnson. Callen swinging and missing at 3 of them so far today. I'm Johnson. I'm probably throwing it again. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Iowa down 7-1 in the 4th. Not been the Hawkeyes' day today. A tough weekend. Get a chance to regroup at home coming up. Gonna need to pick up some wins there. 1-2 to Strohmeyer. Here it is. Served on the ground to first. To Hopper, right to Lopez. He'll take it to the bag unassisted. And that'll do it for Iowa in the 4th. 7-1 Trojans. Back for the bottom half after this. The Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep. You're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks. Plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
Bottom of the 4th in Los Angeles at Dado Field. It's USC 7 and Iowa 1. Top of the order will be up for the Trojans: Covarrubias, Lopez, and Lopez. 5 runs in the first for USC on a couple of home runs. 3-run jack and a 2-run shot. Couple more runs in the second. Skies are pretty cloudy now, and it's cooling off. Had pretty decent weather this entire weekend, though. Looks like a stormy forecast in eastern Iowa when we get back home Monday and Tuesday. Active weather pattern moving through the Midwest. Stormy morning in Iowa City, sounds like. Covarrubias in the box. He's swinging at a first pitch curveball and lofting it foul over to the right side. Newly renovated, or in the process of being constructed, some baseball offices beyond the seating to the right. As Dado Field back open for business after 2 years away from here. 0-1 from Olivo is hit on the ground. Diving stop by Swales. He knocked it down. Covarrubias around first. He's going to stop there. Swales able to pick it up. Hard hit ground ball that Ben had to dive for. Really nice effort by Swales, and it prevents a double. Be a leadoff single for Covarrubias. 4th inning in a row. Leadoff hitter has gotten on base. And here's Adrian Lopez. Lopez has walked and been hit by a pitch today. Olivo with a deep breath. First pitch down. Missed with 95. One 0 pitch from Olivo, swing and a miss. Tied up Lopez with a fastball high and tight. Fans asking if I had a Dodger dog yesterday. I did not. Stayed away from the Dodger dog. Heard mixed reviews on the Dodger dog. I did not opt for one. Ball and a strike on Lopez. The pitch, good slider, bottom of the zone, 1-2. Great pitch from Kyle. Coach Pearson had us so busy, didn't have time to get any stadium fare. Ball and 2 strikes. Olivo has gotten back ahead in the count now. And the next pitch, just lowing out with a good fastball. It was off the plate. Geffrey gave him a good target. Kyle hit his spot, but it was away for a ball, 2-2. Runner at first and nobody out. That's Covarrubias. Got a big lead over there. Now he's shuffling and hopping. And the 2-2 is punched in the air, right side. Hawkeyes in pursuit, but it's foul. Iowa will return to the Hawkeye State tomorrow. So we're going to stay overnight in Los Angeles. Not too many flights from LA to Cedar Rapids late in the day. And went against the fly into Chicago and bus home from O'Hare route. Haven't had to do that this year, thankfully. That's a gritty travel day. You got to fly into Chicago and then bus home from there. Oh, that's tough. So we'll fly home tomorrow. Be a long travel day. We're up early. Lose a couple of hours on the flight. Time zone change. Levo set with the 2-2. And he blew it by Lopez. 94 by him. First out of the inning. Another strikeout for Kyle. So although we're not flying into Chicago and busing home, we're flying into Des Moines and busing from Des Moines. We get a direct flight tomorrow, which is good. Always good to get the direct flight. Fly into Des Moines, projected to get home to Iowa City about 6 o'clock. So we'll be traveling all day. Will not count as the day off for Iowa. NCAA rules. A travel day is not an off day. So the off day will come Wednesday or Thursday for Iowa. I would guess Wednesday after playing Bradley on Tuesday. 7-1 Trojans, bottom of the fourth. Get back to some more traditional Big Ten travel the rest of the season with road trips to Indiana and Nebraska. That'll do it for Iowa. We'll have 2 home series left. Can you believe that? Only 2. Maryland and Illinois. We'll go back and forth the rest of the season with a home series against Maryland and then on the road at Indiana rather. And then we'll open May at home against Illinois and then go to Nebraska and then close out the season in Des Moines, Principal Park against Purdue. You can buy your tickets online now at HawkeyeSports.com. No balls and a strike on Augie Lopez. Next pitch from Olivo drifted high and away. So 2 tough road series at Indiana and Nebraska. Neutral site against Purdue, who is 4th in the Big Ten right now. Wouldn't have pictured that. Wouldn't have imagined that. They were not among the top 6 of the Big Ten preseason poll. 1-1 pitch from Olivo, high and away. The rest of the Big Ten is pretty much going how the pollsters thought, with UCLA, USC, Nebraska, and Oregon in the top 5. 2-1 pitch. Curveball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Had Lopez dancing around 2-2. Indiana and Iowa were the other teams projected to be in the top 6. Iowa picked to finish 6. We'll have some work to do to get to that. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Pickoff move to first, close. Covarrubias is back. Iowa currently in a tie for 10th and won't be making up any ground today unless the Hawkeyes can mount a major comeback. 2-2 from Olivo is high. Runner takes off for second. Geffrey sends it down. Schulte puts the tag on Covarrubias. He's caught stealing. Iowa got him again. A high pitch from Olivo. Perfect for Geffrey to snag and whip right down to second. Nicely done by Carter. Count is full on Lopez, and the bases are clear now. Kyle goes to the windup, and the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Tried to bring in the curveball through the back door and didn't have enough bite to it. Could have had a 1-2-3 inning there, but couldn't throw a strike on 3-2.
Now batting, center fielder, number 8, Kevin Takeuchi.
Kevin Takeuchi is up with 2 outs. Slider outside from Olivo. RBI single his last time up. 1-0 pitch. Big looping curveball from Olivo. Dotted the outside corner. It's a strike, 1-1. USC with 7 runs on 7 hits. Iowa 1 run, 3 hits. Clean baseball played by both teams, errorless. 1-1 from Olivo. That's ripped back into the protective netting. Olivo's thrown 2 2/3. He's got 2 strikeouts, given up 3 hits and 1 run. Relieved Logan Rundy after an inning plus. Kyle from the belt is ready. Long pause here from Olivo, and the pitch. Downstairs. Good chase pitch, didn't get him to go after it. Takeuchi came into the weekend with 10 doubles and 28 RBIs, which led the Trojan squad. Hits a flare down the first base side. Wolf giving it a look. He'll run out of room as the ball sails over the foul net, right field corner. And so we'll do it again at 2-2. Takeuchi has a strikeout today. Rundy got him in the first. Next pitch from Olivo. Fastball upstairs. 3-2. Runner will be going on the pitch as Wolf backs away from his post at first base. 3-2. Ground ball right side. Gable's got it. Sharply hit. Mitchell flares it over to Wolf for the 3rd out. No runs for USC in the 4th. We'll move on. 5th inning upcoming. USC 7, Iowa 1. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Iowa will send 7, 8, 9 Swales, White, and Ziegler to the batter's box as we move into the 5th inning in Los Angeles. 7-1 Trojans. And they've been in control from the get-go. 14th in the country. They're 10th and 11th in other polls. The main poll that we focus on has them at 14th, but if you want to go with the other ones, that's fine too. Better than 14th. And the Trojans have been very good this weekend. Iowa's had a few opportunities, especially yesterday. As Ben Swales in the box. Fouls off the first pitch that he sees over to the right side. Pretty much all USC on Friday night behind a great pitching effort from Mason Edwards. 0-1, Swales swings over the top, chasing a slider. Better yesterday, but tough fourth inning and missed opportunities on offense. And Iowa could not come back to win the game. 0-2 to Ben is down and away. And today, a little bit more similar to Friday, unfortunately. One-two, Swales shoots into right center field. Ball is carrying well, but the center fielder, Takeuchi, is there to make the grab on the run in the gap. One down for the Hawks in the fifth. USC played UCLA last weekend across town, and UCLA picked up the sweep over the Trojans. UCLA by far the best team that certainly we've seen this year. As Brett White is up. First pitch strike. USC not far behind, but would say there's a little bit of a gap there. I think Iowa would tell you that felt that a game or two of these against USC would have been winnable. UCLA felt like a real true uphill climb the whole way. Alabama doing great things in the SEC. They're having a pretty good year. They looked really good when we played them in Dallas. Oregon State always strong. So Iowa has played some really tough teams this year. And unfortunately, just don't have a signature win. Taking care of business against teams that you could argue Iowa maybe should beat, as the 0-2 to White bounced in front of the plate. Off of the lid of Cadena, knocked his mask clean off his head. With the exception of Michigan State, I think Iowa would tell you that probably could have won that series if the Hawkeyes had just played a bit better. But against teams like UCLA and USC, you know it's going to take a top-notch effort as White is hit by the pitch. Got hit on the forearm, and he's on for the second time today. Be interesting to see what Iowa does with White moving forward. Could really carve out some time as the DH. Iowa's DH position hasn't been overly productive this year. We'll see if Brett gets some run here in the middle of the year. Jalen Ziegler up now for Iowa, the 9-hitter. Struck out looking in the third. First pitch to him is a called strike. White with a good lead at first, the 0-1. Ziegler got under it and hit it in the air. Foul straight back. And Jalen down in the count here, 0-2. Ziegler batting .322 for Iowa. 19 hits and 59 at-bats, 2 doubles and 2 triples. A lot of speed here. And he did not chase after the pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Johnson over 70 pitches for the Trojans. 4 1/3 so far, giving up 3 hits, 5 strikeouts and 1 walk for the starter for USC. 1-2. Ziegler hit in the air. That's foul back behind us. Top of the order, Cooper Schulte is on deck. Ziegler trying to hang in there with 2 strikes. And the pitch from Johnson. Outside. He hit his spot. Cadena was set up on the outer edge. He missed just away. 81-mile-an-hour pitch there from Johnson. Counts even at 2 now. The next delivery down, kicking up dirt, 3-2. Full count on Ziegler, trying to set the table even better for Schulte. The pitch, hit on the ground to third, knocked down by Carpentier. His only play will be to first, and it's late. Ziegler beat it out. Carpentier juggled it. He looked to second to try to get White and then went to first, and Ziegler sprinting out of the box makes it safely, and Iowa's got runners at first and second and 1 out. Good hustle by Ziegler. Scored as an error on the third baseman. First and second and 1 out for the top of the order. Iowa in business in the 5th. See if the Hawkeyes can produce and cash in. Schulte up. First one to him. Is down the heart of the plate for a strike. Cooper with a home run to left to start today's game. Struck out his last time up in the 3rd. No balls and a strike. The delivery down and away. Good block by Cadena. Just nothing doing for Iowa's base runners there. White had a very aggressive secondary lead, but it didn't get far enough away from Cadena to take third. USC has not made many mistakes, not had anything get away from them this weekend. Ball and a strike on Schulte. And the next pitch. Cooper lines off the pitcher right to the shortstop. Flip to second for 1, over to first, double play. You gotta be kidding me. Line drive off of Johnson. It hurt him, it stung. It bounced right to the shortstop who started the double play. Bottom of the 5th coming up, USC 7-1. This is Hawkeye baseball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
USC 7, Iowa 1. We've got the bottom of the 5th coming up. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's is the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes as we're in the 5th now and a 6-run lead for USC. Man, oh man, Schulte hit into a 1-6-4-3 double play to end the 5th on a line drive that came off his bat at over 100 miles an hour. Hit the pitcher, bounced right to the shortstop who could start the double play. I don't know what to say. I give up. I don't know what to do. Just absolutely no luck for the Hawkeyes this weekend. And, in fact, bad luck, I think you could say. And it's just nothing going right for Iowa over the past couple of weeks, really. Andrew Lamb leading off this inning. Olivo pitching for the Hawkeyes. Count is 1-1. Kyle's thrown 3 innings, given up 3 hits, has 2 strikeouts and a walk. 1 run allowed for the redshirt freshman. Out of the windup, the 1-1 pitch to Lamb is down, and they say that it hit him in the foot. Okay. Right off the top of the foot, Lamb will take first.
Now batting, right fielder, number 14, Jack Basier.
Jack Basier is up for USC. Maybe Iowa can turn a double play. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, strike 1. 93 miles an hour from Kyle. Good lead at first base from Lamb. Olivo will throw it over. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good slider. Sharp movement down, Basier over the top of it. Rundy struck him out in the first. He had a single in the third. A little bit prone to the chase, though, as we've seen over the last couple of days. The 0-2 from Olivo, just down. 95 there on the fastball from Kyle. Nobody out, runner at first for USC. Bottom of the 5th, 7-1 Trojans. Kyle's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball that time. Had a lot more depth to it. Basier strikes out on a nice pitch from Olivo.
Catcher, number 20, Isaac Medina.
Cadena in the left-handed batter's box for the Trojans. Olivo offers a curveball for a strike. A lot more curveball usage from Kyle today. Lamb standing at first base for USC. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, right side. Mitchell gloves it, throws to second for 1. The force is there. Throw to first is late. As Cadena, just as he did in his last at bat, comes into the fielder's choice, 4-6.
Now batting, third baseman, number 6, Dean Carpentier.
Two down for Dean Carpentier, the third baseman. Olivo holding the runner and now pitching outside. Carpentier 0 for 2 today, has a couple of fly balls. 1 to left, 1 to center. Two outs to Carpentier. The pitch popped up on the infield. Swales comes down the line at third, calls everybody off, says, I got it, and he grabs it for the third out. Nicely done by Kyle Olivo. He's pitching well for the Hawkeyes. We're through 5 in Los Angeles. 7-1 Trojans. Back after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Top of the sixth inning, Gable Mitchell, Miles Risley, and Caleb Wolf will come up for Iowa, trailing USC 7-1. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Taking a look at a couple of scores from around the league. A lot of finals. We've already given you those. The only other game going on right now in the Big Ten, Oregon has taken a 5-4 lead over Nebraska in the top of the 8th in Eugene. 5-4 Ducks over the Huskers. Nebraska with a runner at first and 2 outs. Nebraska got on the board with 1 run in the first in that one. Oregon with 2 in the bottom of the second. Nebraska took a 4-2 lead all the way through the 5th then, before Oregon scored 3 runs in the 6th to go up 5-4. Mitchell in the box for Iowa. He takes one low and he takes one high and has worked a 2-0 count. Leading off this inning, Mitchell hasn't seen a strike. 3-0. Johnson pitching for USC. He's thrown 5 innings, giving up 3 hits and 1 run, 5 strikeouts and a walk. He's thrown 82 and now 83 pitches. And the 83rd is a strike. Trojans did most of their damage in the first, haven't had to do anything since. Iowa held to just 1 run. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's low. Called a strike, 3-2. Gable thought he walked. He was ready to push his bat to the on-deck circle. And now all of a sudden the count's full. Johnson out of the windup. Here comes the 3-2. Gable got under it and flied it to center. Takeuchi is there in front of the track. He's got it. 1 down. Gable looking at the home plate umpire on his way back to the dugout. A little staring contest there. Coach Sutherland defending his batter as well. Don't blame Gable on that one. Here's Miles Risley swinging at the first pitch and pulling it foul over to the left. Risley 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. Let's see him get one through the net here. Foul over to the right, 0-2. They've just been all spin to Risley. Hasn't seen very many fastballs today. See if he makes the adjustment here. Still standing in the middle of the box. Here comes the 0-2 from Johnson. Outside, ball 1. Caleb Wolf on deck for Iowa. Hawks down 7-1 in the 6th. Game's moving pretty quickly now. Ball and 2 strikes. Longer pause here from Johnson. Next pitch. Miles got under this one, and he popped it into shallow left, where Lamb awaits. Second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1, Caleb Wolf.
Here's Caleb Wolf. A couple of flyouts for him today. First pitch strike, off speed at 74 from Johnson. Iowa's offense ranked at the top in overall games, but 10th in the Big Ten with conference-only games, as Wolf shoots this one into right for a base hit. Pulled it into the right field corner for a 2-out single. In Big Ten games, Iowa hitting .258. Played some very tough competition with USC and UCLA and the two best pitching staffs, so you can expect a bit of a dip from overall games. Unfortunately, Iowa's offense stuck in the mud this weekend. Here's Carter Geffrey. All eyes on a pitch outside. Iowa gets Maryland next weekend, who has the poorest pitching staff in the conference. In conference games, an ERA of 9.78. Opponents hitting .311 against Maryland. So Iowa's offense will have a chance next weekend to get it right. In overall games, Maryland 15th in the league. Here's Carter Geffrey late on 87. Didn't expect that to come through. 7.20 team ERA for the Terps. A lot of that has to, some of that, I don't know if I'd say a lot, as the 2-1 to Geffrey is fouled back. Some of that has to do with their ballpark. It is a launching pad. But we've seen Maryland in a lot of high-scoring games, and we'll be playing it at Banks this upcoming weekend. Looking forward to being home. 2-2 to Geffrey. Flies it foul, right side. And we'll do it again. Looking ahead at the weather forecast, some rain late in the weekend. Friday night supposed to be great. See if that pattern holds. 2-2. Another foul ball from Geffrey, hanging tough in there. Getting some fastballs here from Johnson, but unable to barrel any up yet. Carter batting .314, limited action this season for Iowa. He joined the lineup at Michigan State. Two balls and two strikes on him. And the pitch. Pushed it foul over to the right. Wolf, the runner at first for Iowa. Hawkeyes trying to rally late in this game. We're in the sixth, down 7-1. Good battle brewing between Johnson and Geffrey. And the next pitch, hit on the ground to third. Carpentier had it in the glove, then it popped out. He recovers and throws it over to first to get Carter for the third out. Bottom of the sixth coming up, USC 7, Iowa 1. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Here come the Hawkeyes.
And a Stalky racing to the basket, layup good.
Iowa Athletics is gearing up for another amazing season filled with exciting matchups and electrifying plays.
Working hard into the corner. Koch hits a three.
Get your game face ready and come on out to cheer the Hawkeyes on all season long. Visit HawkeyeSports.com to find tickets, schedules, game times, and more. On Iowa, go Hawks.
Touchdown! Touchdown, Iowa!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Bottom of the sixth in Los Angeles. Kyle Olivo out for another inning of work. The Trojans lead it 7-1. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. 9-1-2 due up for USC. Risky, Covarrubias, and Lopez.
Now batting for the Trojans, shortstop.
Olivo has thrown 4 innings, given up 3 hits and 1 run. Checking in on that Oregon and Nebraska game in Eugene, the Ducks holding on to a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 8th. They've got a runner at first and 2 outs, 3 outs away from taking the series over Nebraska in a top 20 matchup. Olivo deals a ball inside. Look good from here. Risky's 1 for 2 today. Had a home run in the second, struck out in the third. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, through into center. Over Olivo's head on a high chopper. And Risky has a couple of hits today. 6 for 6 are the Trojans in leadoff hitters getting on base. The stat that Coach Heller keeps track of, as I'm sure most managers do. Just constant pressure from USC today and early in innings. Covarrubias up. Third time seeing Olivo. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Short lead at first base from Risky. 0-1 is a dirt ball from Olivo. Covarrubias has been on a couple times today. Single off of Olivo in the 4th. He was caught stealing in that inning, and he chases a pitch from Kyle. Good slider down and away. It's 1-2. Kyle's been very good for Iowa out of the bullpen today. It's feel bad for Logan Rundy. Just didn't have his best stuff today. Got taken yard 3 times. 1-2 pitch from Olivo is just low. Geffrey held it there for a moment, but it was down. Similar pitch to what Gable watched go by earlier today. Middle infield pinching second base in hopes of a double play ball hit their way. 2-2. Hit on the ground to Schulte at short. He flips it to Mitchell for 1. Over to first is not in time. Covarrubias beat it out. A couple times today that both USC and Iowa have legged out some ground balls like that. Good hustle by both teams. So Risky out at second. And Covarrubias now, the speedster. Big Ten's leading base stealer. He's at first. Adrian Lopez up, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Also has a walk and has been hit by a pitch. Each time that he's gotten on base, he has scored. Olivo from the belt, the 0-1. Hit high to right field. Strohmeyer back and now forward. Kellen makes the catch. 2 down in the Trojan 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter, 24, Hawkeyes Lopez.
Seven to 1 Trojans in the 6th inning. Iowa will have Strohmeyer, Swales, and White due up when we get to the 7th. As Olivo looking to get the 3rd out of the 6th against Augie Lopez. First pitch is a strike, low outside corner. Good pitch from Kyle. Levo's been sharp. He has steadied this game. Unfortunately, USC did so much damage in the first inning that the game is nearly out of hand. Fastball low and away. Geffrey couldn't bring it in. And Covarrubias will move up to second now. Well, if he got crossed up on that pitch from Olivo, fastball, that was low and away. That'll be a pass ball on Carter. Counts 1-1, the pitch. And he's able to pick that one out of the dirt. Nicely done by Geffrey. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second and 2 outs. Olivo with a deep breath. Shrugs the shoulders, now pitches. And a great pitch. Swung on and missed by Lopez. Screwed the curveball in there. Really changed the eye level of Lopez and had him fooled. It's 2-2 now. Where will Kyle go? Maybe back to the heater. 2-2. High fastball, way too high. Ran it up there at 94, but non-competitive above the eyes. And the count is full now. The 3-2 pitch from Olivo. Curveball that's fouled back. So he goes to the off speed when he needs strike 3. Almost had him. Lopez barely got a piece of it. Kyle has the sign that he likes. Comes set with the 3-2 from the belt. Delivers. Another curveball that's grounded foul over to the right. Will he triple up? Where will he go? Back to the fastball, possibly. Kyle leaning forward. Now he comes set. Payoff pitch coming to Lopez. Hit in the air, left side. That'll scoop foul and out of play. Went to the fastball there, ran it at 95 on the inner third. Pretty good sequencing by Olivo, but he has not been able to get Lopez. We'll do it again at 3-2. Here's Kyle's next pitch. Just down and away, ball 4 with a fastball. Right off the edge, and it's a 2-out walk. First and second for Takeuchi.
Now batting, center fielder, number 8, Kevin Takeuchi.
Iowa's got Joe Husak loosening in the bullpen. Would really like to get Olivo through this 6th. Coach Obermueller making his way to the mound to go talk to Kyle. Whole infield comes in. Quick meeting for Coach Obermueller and the Hawkeye defense. Takeuchi is up. He is 1 for 3 today. A single in the second, drove home a run. First and second for the Trojans and 2 outs. Olivo ready to pitch. Kicks and fires, slider outside for ball 1. Olivo closing in on 80 pitches, so if he can get this 3rd out, I think it's a good place for him to end his outing. 1-0 from Kyle. Popped up. Straight back, right behind us. On the campus of Southern California here, all the athletic facilities pretty much in a straight line on a strip of land here on a road. Galen Center just down the way, Coliseum as well. Right behind us here we've got tennis courts. Illinois in town to play USC in men's tennis. That's going on right behind us. Ball and a strike on Takeuchi. Olivo's next pitch. Hit in the air right side again and foul. Olivo's been up for the challenge. USC scored 5 in the first off of Logan Rundy. Got another one off of him in the second. And just 1 run credited to Olivo in his nearly 5 innings of work. 1-2 pitch. Up and in. Decent spot there from Kyle at 95, but Takeuchi able to lay off. Kyle comes set from the belt, delivers the 2-2. Base hit up the middle. Runner scoring from second is Covarrubias on the 2-strike, 2-out RBI single for Takeuchi. Another RBI for him. We'll see if that does it for Kyle. With Lamb coming up. Coach Heller jotting down some notes in his book. He's on the walkie-talkie, still on the top rail, and now is coming to get Kyle. Pretty good outing for Olivo, just couldn't quite get through the 6th. As Iowa will go to the bullpen, down 8-1. We'll take a pitching change break, and we'll be back right after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Iowa's new pitcher is Joe Husak, right-handed grad senior from Cambridge, Iowa. Husak appearing for a team-high 13th time. 5.82 ERA for Joe. 17 innings pitched. Pretty low walk guy here, 17 strikeouts, 3 walks. Has a whip of 112. Opponents do bat 258 and do some damage against Husak, but closer type of guy, just not a situation for that here. He's coming into the game to give Iowa some innings here, down 8-1. Andrew Lamb will be the batter for the Trojans with a couple runners on and 2 outs. Close the book on Olivo in a moment here because it's still open with runners at first and second that are his responsibility. Husak done warming up. And we're ready to go. 8-1 Trojans, bottom of the 6th. Lamb has a double today, also been hit by a pitch. Those two outcomes sandwich a ground out. First pitch swinging is Lamb, sending it over to first. Caleb Wolf fields the high hop, and he takes it to first himself for 3 unassisted. So one pitch, and Husak gets out of it. We'll move to the 7th. It is 8-1 Trojans. Back after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
Top of the 7th inning, USC 8, Iowa 1. And a new pitcher into the game for the Trojans. This is Diego Velazquez, appearing for the 8th time this season with a 7-flat ERA, a 2-1 record. He's thrown 9 innings. Opponents bat .242 against this right-handed reliever that is a freshman. And he's got a pretty good arm here. Fastball mid to upper 90s. And he throws a slider off of that upper 80s. But a lot of fastballs here, so let's see if Iowa can solve him. With Johnson being done after 6, he gave up 4 hits, 1 run. He fanned 5 Hawkeyes and issued just 1 walk. Kellen Strohmeyer to lead off this inning. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Really sailing that fastball and zipped it away from Strohmeyer, who's 0 for 2 today. Hitters count now for Kellen. Let's see if he can time up a fastball. Doesn't see one to hit, though. It's outside, ball 3. Iowa down by 7 in the 7th as the 3-0 to Strohmeyer caught the outside edge. 3 balls and a strike. Velazquez winds and fires the 3-1 pitch to Strohmeyer. Strike 2. Need to get Kellen's confidence back. As the count's now full, Velazquez ready, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. Came all the way back to get him, and it was the fastball. 94.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13, Ben Swales.
When Kellen's on, he's such an important part of this Iowa lineup, being a left-handed hitter with a lot of speed. Ben Swales up now for the Hawks. Space is clear and 1 away. Righty on righty matchup. Fastball, strike one. Next pitch. Swales cranks this deep to left field. Outfielders will pull up. They'll watch it go. Ben Swales with a solo shot to left center. Home run number 2 for Ben as he touches them all. Hit it 426 over the left center wall. Great swing by Swales. 8-2, the Trojans still lead. Couple of solo home runs today for Iowa. And Brett White, it's his turn in the left-handed batter's box now. Fastball, letter high for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch from Velasquez. That's high and away. Brett's had a really good eye today. He walked in the third, was hit by a pitch in the fifth. White has a pretty good command of the strike zone. 1-1 pitch. Good breaking ball. Snapped it off, and it was in there for a strike. The slider caught the inside edge, 1-2. Velasquez out of the windup is ready. Here comes the 1-2 to White. Low outside corner, called strike 3. Good pitch from Velasquez. Not much you can do with it, but with 2 strikes, probably got to try to put a swing on it.
Pitch hitting for the Hawkeyes, number 33, Matthew Delgado.
Delgado will bat for Jalen Ziegler. Pinch hit opportunity for Matthew. Fastball at 93, letter high, and out of the zone. Eight to 2 USC in the 7th. 1-0 pitch. Delgado taking an outside called strike. Spinner from Velasquez, good take. Count even at 1. Delgado just in front of 93, and it went off the end of the bat, got under it too, fouled it back. Velasquez rocks and fires the 1-2, and Delgado took it down Main Street for strike 3. Solo home run for Ben Swales gets Iowa back on the scoreboard, but USC will take an 8-2 lead into the 7th inning stretch in the bottom of the 7th. We're back in 1 minute. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
For all things college baseball, including live games and talk shows, tune into Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Final look at the Community Choice scoreboard, Community Choice Credit Union scoreboard. Oregon held off Nebraska, and the Ducks win the series 2-1 with a 5-4 victory over Nebraska this afternoon in Eugene. Other scores from today: UCLA over Rutgers 9-2. Purdue sweeping Northwestern 8-3. The Boilers are 24-10 and 12-6 in the Big Ten. They are in talks to make the NCAA tournament. I saw on an earlier poll. Ohio State 15-10 over Penn State. Michigan State 10-5 over Michigan, and Maryland with a walk-off grand slam to beat Indiana 8-6. Joe Husak pitching for Iowa. In the bottom of the 7th, New Orleans out of conference beating Illinois to avoid the sweep 8-7 in Champaign. That game took 10 innings to complete. Our score here is 8-2 Trojans. A 1 pitch from Husak is swung on and missed by pinch hitter Brock Slayton. Left-handed hitter, batting 182. Joe from the windup is ready with the 0-2 delivery, and he kicks and fires it home. And he throws it right by Slayton for a strikeout. Good start to the 7th for Husak. And now Cadena will come up. He's been good most of the weekend for USC. Had not been the starting catcher, but has had plenty of at-bats in other roles. Caught Mason Edwards on Friday for the first time of the year. And he's been in the lineup all weekend. Reached twice on a couple of fielders' choices today, but has a 2-run home run to cap off a 5-run first for USC. A 1 pitch from Husak. Hit on the ground right side. Wolf dives, knocked it down. He got it. He flips it to Husak, who's covering for out number 2. Great play by Wolf, and Husak was there to cover the bag. 2 down. Awesome play by Wolf. Husak pretty fired up when he received the ball and touched the bag. Two down for Dean Carpentier, right-handed hitter. Husak drifted one up and in on him. Out of the zone for a ball. 1-0 count, pitch from Husak, popped up. This is on the infield. Swales coming forward at third. He's calling everybody off, including Schulte. And Swales makes the catch for the 3rd out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Husak and the Hawkeyes. We'll move to the 8th. Iowa down 8-2. It's Hawkeye baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Top of the order coming up for Iowa in the 8th inning. USC on top 8-2. It'll be Schulte, Mitchell, and Risley. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement, living, and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare campus, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Kinnick Stadium, downtown Iowa City. Oak Knoll is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. 2 solo home runs by Iowa today. Those have produced the runs for the Hawkeyes this afternoon. Cooper Schulte, he's got one of them. Led off the game with the home run. Really awesome start in the top of the first, but USC responded with 5 in the bottom half of that inning. Velasquez pitching for the Trojans, and he misfired below the knees of Schulte for a ball. 5 hits for Iowa today. Ben Swales has the other home run for the Hawkeyes, hit moments ago in the 7th. 1-0 pitch to Schulte. Fastball low part of the zone, called a strike. Iowa changed up the batting order today, as the 1-1 to Schulte is down and away. Ball 2. Initially looked like, hey, Coach Heller, Coach Sutherland pulled the right strings with the leadoff home run from Schulte, but some of the same struggles for the Hawkeyes today. Good pitching from USC playing a major factor in that. 2-1, Cooper opened up and swings over the top of a breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. Count even at 2. Velasquez out of the windup. The right-hander pitches, and Schulte takes strike 3, and he knew it. Didn't think he'd double up on the spin, triple up on the spin, I suppose, and he did. And it froze Cooper. Schulte strikes out. 1 down in the 8th.
Second baseman, number 2, Gable Mitchell.
Mitchell hasn't reached today, 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a pop-up on the infield. First look at Velasquez for him. Takes a strike. I will be back in action on Tuesday, April 14th. Bingo night at Dwayne Banks Field. We've got night action. 6:02 first pitch against Bradley. The first of 6 straight home games for the Hawkeyes. Start to play some night games, too. Back-to-back 6:02 first pitches. First against Bradley, and then the series opener against Maryland on Friday. 0-2 pitch to Mitchell. He hits in the air, right center field into the gap, and that's down for a base hit all the way to the wall. Gable's around first, headed for second. He'll stop there. It's a 1-out double for Gable Mitchell in the Hawkeye 8th. There was some frustration and some aggression behind that swing. Gable took 83-mile-an-hour slider and spanked it into right center at 99 off the bat. Eight to 2 Trojans in the 8th. Here's Miles Risley. He swings at the first pitch, hit off the end of the bat, a fly ball into center. Didn't get great contact on it. Takeuchi makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Mitchell having to stay at second.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1, Caleb Wolf.
And 2 outs now for Wolf. Time called here for USC. This looks like it might be a pitching change for the Trojans. Head coach Andy Stankiewicz on his way out. He's talking with his freshman pitcher. And the Trojans are going to the bullpen here with 2 outs in the 8th. USC 8, Iowa 2. And we're back after this pitching change break on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
New pitcher into the game for USC is Sax Matson. Saw him yesterday. Crafty left-handed pitcher for the Trojans. Pretty much the only left-hander that is out there for USC. Matson appearing for the 22nd time. He's the most heavily used reliever that USC's got. .432 ERA, 25 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts in those 25 innings. And he'll be tasked with pitching to Caleb Wolf, Iowa's left-handed first baseman.
Now pitching for the Trojans, number 25, Sax Matson.
Wolf up with 2 outs, and Mitchell standing out there at second base. It's a disastrous bottom of the first inning for Iowa that has seemingly done the Hawkeyes in. Other than that, but there's no point in really saying, if or apart from that. But it's been 2 big innings for USC this weekend. The 4-run fourth yesterday, the 5-run first today. Iowa has given up the big inning, which has been a problem. Matson throws an 88-mile-an-hour fastball by Wolf for a strike. Iowa has not been able to match, that's what we should say. Iowa has not been able to match the big inning that USC has gotten this weekend. 0-1 to Wolf outside. Caleb has one of Iowa's 6 hits today, singled in the 6th. Mitchell, the runner at second. Lefty on lefty with 2 down. Here's the 1-1. Caleb hits on the ground to short. Risky's got it, and he throws it wide of first, but able to recover and get back was Lopez in time to get Wolf for the 3rd out. 8-2, the Trojans hold the lead. We'll bring you the bottom of the 8th when we return. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks. Plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
Joe Husak back for the 8th inning. He'll pitch for Iowa as the Trojans have been in control of this one from the start. 8-2, USC with the lead. And the Hawkeyes have some work to do, especially this month in April. Opportunities abound for the Hawkeyes, but need to start picking up some wins here to keep pace in the Big Ten tournament conversation. Got to be top 12 to make the Big Ten tournament. Iowa at risk of falling to 5-10 in the league. And being swept for the second time in Big Ten play. That would put Iowa in a tie for 11th. Now, Maryland comes to town next weekend. And just objectively speaking, Maryland is last in the conference. No balls and a strike on Risky. And Husak with a sharp breaking ball dropped out of the zone downstairs. Be playing Bradley on Tuesday at 6 o'clock at Banks on basically no rest. Long travel day ahead of us tomorrow. 1-1. That's a cross for a strike. Good pitch from Joe. Iowa already played Bradley this season and took it to the Braves over in Peoria. Bradley struggling mightily this season. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 9-hitter for the Trojans. Here's a ground ball to short. Cooper's got this one. He rises up and fires it over to Wolf. The first out of the 8th. And the top of the order for USC, Avery Covarrubias is up. More walks than strikeouts for Covarrubias this season. He does just about a little bit of everything. Batting average at .276. Husak delivers. And here's a foul ball. Served over our heads in the broadcast position. Good setup, good hospitality. With the stadium still under construction here, don't have a spot in the press box. We'll have one eventually. Visiting radio will have a spot in the USC press box eventually. The strike is thrown by Covarrubias there. Looking forward to Dwayne Banks Field being renovated this offseason. Brand new press box coming. I know John and I are looking forward to that, as are the rest of the staff that get to occupy the press box. But for the fans, most importantly, new seating at Banks, which is badly needed. And you can see the renderings and the plans on the website, HawkeyeSports.com. And man, you look at that and where the resources are going into the stadium renovation. Going to be very nice for years to come. 0-2 pitch from Husak to Covarrubias. Served in the air, foul over the USC dugout. Stadium seating at Banks behind home plate. Be a higher build, it seems like, as well, too. So a more vertical structure. That construction will begin after the series against Illinois, so the first weekend in May, because Iowa wraps up the season at Nebraska and then over in Des Moines. So construction will start right away. 0-2 is hit on the ground, foul to the left of third. Press box will have separate booths for TV, radio, replay. Sam Bosler, our sports information director, he'll man part of the press box for the working media and the stat crew. The marketing team will also have a spot in the press box. Looking forward to the renovation at Banks. Oh, 0-2 is the count on Covarrubias. Husak trying to get him. Pitch from Joe. Fastball bends him back. It was high and tight. One, two, fouled back to the screen. The folks in the front row dodging as if the ball was going to leak through the net. But that's what it's there for. Joe's been working hard against Covarrubias. We'll see what he throws on 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. High heater. Covarrubias let go of the bat. It flung over towards the Iowa on-deck circle. A lot of hard work there by Husak, and he eventually strikes out Covarrubias for the second out of the inning. Adrian Lopez up. Two outs, bases clear. 8-2 Trojans, bottom 8. Husak winds and fires pitch number 1, and he gets a swing and a miss. 87, Lopez was early. No balls and a strike. With 2 outs, the pitch. There's a pop-up right behind the press box. 0-2 now. We're shallow enough in our broadcast position here where we haven't gotten any foul balls. Luke and I have been ready. Husak ready as he peers over the top of his glove. Here comes the 0-2. That's up and in. He ran the fastball tight to Lopez's hands. 8 runs, 9 hits, 6 left on for the Trojans. 2 runs, 6 hits, 5 left on for the Hawks today. 1-2 from Husak downstairs. Try to get him to go after the breaking ball in the dirt, and he didn't. Count even at 2. Husak's pitch. Served foul in the air straight behind us. Next up for USC, they will go to Lincoln, Nebraska. That will be one heck of a series against the Huskers next weekend. 3 games against Nebraska. Schedule pretty favorable for USC upcoming, although they get Purdue here. And then they will host Rutgers and wrap up the regular season in conference play at Oregon. So I guess it does not so favorable. 3-2 is down and away. Husak thought he had strike 3 on the check swing, but Lopez able to hold it. Yeah, I take it back about USC's schedule. It's pretty tough for them. I keep forgetting that Purdue is actually pretty good this year. Usually a middle-of-the-road team, and we'll see them at the very end of the season. But at Nebraska, then Purdue here, Rutgers here, out of conference against Nevada, and then at Oregon. That's pretty tough for USC. We'll see how things unfold for the Trojans the rest of the way. 8-2, the lead over Iowa this afternoon, looking to sweep the Hawkeyes. Been a tough weekend for the black and gold. Here's Augie Lopez with 2 outs. Husak's first pitch to him is hit on the ground right to Gable at second. Gable picks it off the dirt and throws it over to Wolf for the 3rd out. Nice outing for Joe Husak, who strolls off the mound as he keeps USC off the board. 8-2 Trojans, and we'll head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for Iowa this afternoon. Back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as 0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
Ben Kushney is USC's new pitcher. Pretty good arm for the Trojans. Left-handed sophomore from Santa Clarita, California. 9 1/3 innings pitched, 7 appearances, a 1.93 ERA. He's given up just 2 runs. He's walked 5, struck out 2, and opponents bat .235. 80% fastball usage from Kushney. He'll work a slider off of that. And that slider's got some sweep as the left-hander throws some warm-up pitches here. And USC looking to put the finishing touches on the Hawkeyes for the weekend. With an 8-2 lead in the ninth.
Now batting for the Hawkeyes, catcher, number 14, Carter Geffrey.
Carter Geffrey will lead off this inning for Iowa. Lefty on righty matchup. Geffrey with a couple of hits today. 2 for 3. On the first pitch that he sees, hit him right above the left ankle. That hurt bad. He doesn't have a shin guard there. Ouch. Could hear that way up here. Ooh, boy. Carter's one tough cookie. He's jogging down to first.
Now batting, right fielder, number 44, Kellen Stromeyer.
That did not sound good. I don't know how Carter's doing okay. Now he's going to take a minute. Pretty good limp there for Carter. Right above the left ankle. And that's a really dangerous spot in that left shin region. And taking time for him there. He's talking with first base coach Merrick Matthews. Maybe somebody who should run for Carter here. He's having a tough go. Gives a thumbs up to the coaching staff. All right, going to let him run. Kellen Stromeyer comes up now. Lefty on lefty matchup here. First pitch to Stro. High strike. Kellen's 0 for 3 this afternoon with a couple of strikeouts. See if he can punch one through somewhere and get on base for the Hawks in the ninth. The 0-1 inside. Sweeping slider at 75 there. Right on target for what the scout says. That fastball from Kushney is upper 80s. Slider mid 70s. 1-1 pitch. Stromeyer took another strike. 1-2. Kushney ready, and here comes the 1-2 to Stromeyer. He laid off a good breaking ball. Slanted away from him, off the edge outside. Counts even at 2. Got to watch the fastball here, Kellen. Be ready for it. Geffrey takes off, and the pitch is fouled into the netting. Geffrey running on that leg. Gingerly jogging back to first. Count remaining 2-2. Pickoff moved back to first. Carter back without a dive. Nobody holding him on this time. And here's the 2-2. Strike 3 call. Got a low part of the strike zone today. Man, that was way down on Strohmeyer. But it has been called most of the day.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13, Ben Swales.
And Kellen is out number 1. Here's Ben Swales. Homered his last time up. Facing a different arm in this at-bat, though, with Cushney, the left-hander. Offers at the first pitch and skies it down the right field line, out of play, foul. Eight to 2 in the ninth. Iowa would need a heck of a rally here, and they're going to have one out to work with here. As there's a fly ball to right. Covarrubias, the second baseman, reaches over his shoulder to make the catch. Just not going to be Iowa's day today. Could not overcome a disastrous first inning.
Pitching for the Hawkeyes, number 3, Max Burt.
Max Burt will pinch hit for Iowa in the ninth. Strong right-handed hitter. First time we've seen Max in a little while. 2 outs and a runner at first. Burt takes a low strike. Max, a redshirt sophomore from Mason City, batting .255. 12 hits on the season, 5 runs batted in. No balls and a strike on Burt, the pitch. Inside. Max thought about it, but laid off. 1-1 now. Geffrey still the runner at first base with 2 outs. 1-1. Burt got under it and hit it in the air, straight back. That's been the frustrating part of the weekend for Iowa, and as of late. Fastballs middle, and fouling them off, unable to barrel. USC fans on their feet here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cushney ready, the pitch to Burt. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the slider, and that's the ball game. USC wins today 8-2, and the Trojans sweep the Hawkeyes and pick up all 3 wins. Iowa now 18-15 overall, 5-10 in the Big Ten. USC 30th win of the season, 30-7. And 13-5 in the league. 8-2 victory for the Trojans. We will step aside and begin our post-game coverage when we come back on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
8-2 is our final score today. USC picks up the win and sweeps Iowa this weekend. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 7 left on for the Trojans. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 6 left on for the Hawkeyes. Logan Rundy takes the loss and falls to 2-3 on the season. Andrew Johnson got the win for USC, and he improves to 3-1 on the season. Iowa scored first in the first with a leadoff home run from Cooper Schulte. USC scored 5 in the bottom of the first, added 2 in the bottom of the second to go up 7-1. And did not look back. We'll take a break. We'll be back with highlights after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're a Hawkeye. You named your dog Kinnick and your cat Herky. Your morning alarm is back in black. Yep, you're a Hawkeye. And now it pays to be a Hawkeye with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice Credit Union. Low fees and great perks, plus Iowa exclusives like your choice of a Hawkeye-powered Visa debit card, Iowa merchandise, and exclusive giveaways. You've spent more time at Finkbine than you have at your office, so we know you're a Hawkeye. Now make it pay with a Hawkeye account from Community Choice. Learn more at HawkeyeAccount.com.
8-2 win for USC, the 14th ranked team in the country over Iowa today. A couple of solo home runs and a nice defensive play by Iowa. Those are our highlights. Let's hear them now. Schulte batting .306 in the leadoff spot as he hits one deep to left field. Back goes the left fielder, and it's off the scoreboard. Leadoff home run, Cooper Schulte, a no-doubter, hit it .408. Boom! How about that start? Yes! 2-2 from Olivo is high. Runner takes off for second. Geffrey sends it down. Schulte puts the tag on Covarrubias. He's caught stealing. Iowa got him again. A high pitch from Olivo. Perfect for Geffrey to snag and whip right down to second. Next pitch. Swales cranks this deep to left field. Outfielders will pull up. They'll watch it go. Ben Swales with a solo shot to left center. Home run number 2 for Ben as he touches them all. All right, we'll take our final break and we'll say goodbye when we come back on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
USC with an 8-2 win over Iowa today. They get the sweep of the Hawkeyes with wins of 9-2, 6-3, and 8-2. We'll look forward to getting back home for the next 6 games. Iowa hosting Bradley on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing you all there at Banks. If not, if you can't make the trip to Banks, then we'll talk to you on the Hawkeye Radio Network at 5:30. Then a really big, crucial series coming up for the Hawkeyes against Maryland at home Friday, Saturday, Sunday with first pitch times of 6 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then noon on the finale on Sunday. So we'll be home for 6 games in a row, and let's get back on the winning track, on the winning side of things after just a pretty tough stretch against the LA schools 2 of the last 3 weekends, unable to pick up a win over the Bruins or the Trojans. And so we'll regroup, and we'll be back at it on Tuesday. Long travel day for the Hawkeyes tomorrow. But it'll be good to be home in front of our great fans and in the awesome state of Iowa. Thanks for tuning in to us this weekend on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Too bad we didn't have better news to share with you over the past few days, but looking forward to brighter days ahead, beginning with Tuesday's matchup against Bradley. That'll do it for our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball this weekend. For my great board op down the line, Michael Tackett, great to be back with you, Michael. Excellent job. As always, I'm John Leo saying so long for the final time from Dado Field in Los Angeles. Every day's a great day to be a Hawkeye, but some are just a little bit better than others. So long, everybody.
Iowa Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Also brought to you by Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.